Why is it that every time I bust out the muzzleloader, it's gotta just be pouring down rain? So I'm sitting in my blind right now, and there's just thunder and lightning and wind. I woke up early this morning. I was kind of on the edge of the storm. I didn't know if it hit me or not, but it was just pouring and the wind was blowing like crazy. I kind of waited for a little gap in the rain. I came out to the blind. Turns out the blind was halfway blown over just because the wind was strong, so I restaked it. Went ahead, climbed in the blind, muzzleloader's all loaded, ready to go. Just hoping this rain and wind and thunder break, because deer aren't going to come out when it's like this. If it's raining just a little bit, they'll come out for sure. But like this, no way. So hopefully it breaks. It's opening day of muzzleloader season, and I came down here specifically for muzzleloader season. I hunted this place about a month ago with my buddy Kyle, but both of us saw does. And during general season, it is really raining. During general season, you can only shoot a buck, but muzzleloader season, you can shoot a doe. So that's why I was thinking this was a good place to be for opening day. But right now, I'm just trying to keep my head dry. Well, it's first light right now, and it does seem like the rain has settled down a fair amount. It's still just kind of a slow, steady drizzle, but I'm hearing birds waking up, and that's a good thing, because if it's too rainy for the birds to come out, the deer aren't going to be coming out. So I think we're kind of right on the threshold where I might see something, but I'm glad it's calming down. I just saw a small doe come into this field. Not for very long, probably about 10 seconds or so. I was able to glass the deer, get a picture of it. Didn't look like a very big doe. I mean, borderline. I mean, it wasn't like a baby. It wasn't a yearling. Well, it might have been a yearling, but a very big, healthy yearling. Or it might have been a small doe. Not really sure at this point. But if I'm seeing one, odds are good that I'm going to see something else. And I'm not sure that that one was a shooter. So we'll let it go, see if anything else shows up. Well, now the sun is out and my whole blind is actually steaming. It just had so much moisture on it, the sun hitting it. The whole thing's just steaming like crazy. It's warming up quick. Alright, so it's about 10:40. I only saw that one doe this morning, so I originally saw it in the field over to my right for about 10 seconds, and then I saw it again for about 10 seconds in the field to my left. I think it was making kind of a big loop around me through both of these fields. Good, healthy looking deer, but given that it was by itself and not a big deer, I think it was a real young deer, and that deer needs to grow up a little bit. So not a shooter today. But I sat in the stand for quite a while this morning. Fortunately, the weather's really nice. It was so nasty when I came out here, but now it's blue skies, real sunny, real clear. Actually worried that it might get kind of too warm today for deer hunting. I think it'll be fine. But I've been in the stand for quite a while, so I'm starting to get a little bit antsy, and I'm probably not going to see anything in the heat of the day anyway. So I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe take a nap, grab some lunch, work on a little bit of stuff around here, and then probably get in the stand around 2:30 or 3 for an evening hunt. better way to kill a little bit of time between the morning sit and the evening sit than to go to the pond and do a little fishing. I just pulled out a little channel cat. He's too small, so we're gonna let him go, but just a good way to pass the time. Oh, just got another one. Another small channel cat. He's a little fatter. He's got a gut on him, but he's still too small to keep. Nope, throwing him back. Alright, just got another one. Also small, but they're biting. It's about 3 o'clock now, so it's about time to put away the fishing stuff and go ahead and get back in the stand and get ready for another hunt. I've actually kind of rearranged the stand a little bit, so now it's a little bit further down this field. I was down here earlier, but I figured if a deer is going to be walking all the way against that back fence, this way I'm taking a 100-yard shot instead of a 210-yard shot. So for a muzzleloader, definitely a good thing. It can do it, but you know, having a closer shot is definitely going to be a more ethical and more likely shot. So that's why I moved the blind a little bit. But time to put up the fishing gear and go ahead and start getting situated for the evening hunt. Well, it is 4:47 right now, and I've been in the stand since about 3 o'clock, and it's been really slow. I haven't seen anything, and it's been hot. I'm actually just wearing now a black short sleeve shirt, not even camo, not even a coat. Black's probably better inside of this black blind than camo would be. But it's just gotten so warm that I was sweating wearing the camo coat. So I've just kind of been sitting here trying to be patient. But really, the sit for the whole day is just to get to the point where something happens. So gotta try to maintain my optimism a bit, because it's almost 5 now. Sunset's at 5:30, which means I can hunt till about 6. And I imagine if I see something, it's most likely to come out probably between 5:30 and 6. Just kind of that last light grazing in this pasture. So just gotta stay optimistic and hope I see something. Alright folks, well that was exciting. That happened really quick. I had just been watching this empty field, nothing. Then I looked across and I saw a small doe just run across the field. And then I saw another small doe kind of peek out, look around, a little bit nervous like. And then another yearling came out, and then there was a big doe that came out with these 2 yearlings. The two yearlings were kind of scampering in the field. The big doe was walking out, just about to look at the field, and then she looked back up. She looked back up at the two yearlings, I guess just checking on them. But I was able to see her neck sticking above the brush. So I kind of took a shot at the base of the neck, kind of sternum area, at about 110 yards, 120 yards or so. So kind of a weird shot for a muzzleloader, but it was really the one shot I had on that adult doe, because she was looking right at me till she walked off and then stopped and looked back up. So it was kind of the shot I had. So I took the shot at 5:36. So I've actually got a little bit of light left. I think I'm gonna wait just a couple more minutes and then go and look and see if there's any blood. Go ahead and see if I can find something before it's completely dark out here. All that, and I missed. Sat in the stand all day, and I missed. So the yearlings came across, the doe ran across, and she stuck her head up. And I had one last chance. So I aim right for the neck. Right for the, kind of where the neck meets the spine and the chest. Basically it was as low down in the neck as I could see. So with a shot like that, it's going to be pretty much all or nothing, right? The deer is probably going to drop right where it's hit, or at least is going to drop a ton of blood if it gets hit right there. But I went over and looked at it. It's 120 yards behind me. So for a muzzleloader, I mean, that's not necessarily an easy shot, especially shooting at the neck, just holding it freehand. And I think I was just amped up. I was excited, and I missed. I don't see how I could have hit it if no blood was there. So I found where the deer was standing, didn't see any blood. Followed some trampled stuff that might have been that deer, might have been a different deer, to a fence, and then I saw some fur in the fence where the deer had crawled through the fence, but no blood on that either. So pretty much all the evidence point to I probably just barely missed her, because a shot like that, either it's gonna be right in the neck or air right by her. So it's really disappointing. It's all through the general season where I couldn't shoot a doe, and then first day of muzzleloader season I came out here specifically because I could shoot at a doe, and I missed her. It's hard not to beat yourself up about that. I might have another MLD hunt later on, or this might have been my last chance, I'm not sure. That'll just depend on scheduling stuff, but man, it's frustrating. Well, probably should have had some sort of shooting rest. Probably should have already had my gun pointed that way. Well, I didn't know she was going to pop up there. It's easy to self-criticize and blame yourself and either make excuses or causes for your mistakes. But right now I just need to say it is what it is. I don't have to spend time cleaning a deer tonight, but I gotta pack up because I got a 3-hour drive ahead of me with an empty cooler. Bummer.